What's up, YouTube? You know what time it is. It's MightyFan time, and as the title said, this is my reply to Big Baby's challenge. And first off, of course, big shout out to Big Baby for the challenge. Good to see him back making some videos here on the YouTube circuit. And it's a good challenge because as collectors we're always thinking, right? And I know we're always pondering what that next acquisition is going to be. And so Big Baby's challenge was what jerseys are on your grail list that you'd like to get. I'm going to go a little outside the box because not all of these jerseys are grails per se. I've done actually pretty good. In the past few years, I've knocked off a lot of the jerseys that were on my grail list. Top grail list, most wanted grails, all sorts of, different grail lists. And including one of my top all-time baseball grails I just got. And some of you may have already seen it on the Facebook pages. But I'll be doing a pickup vid for that from the living room. You notice this isn't the living room, but from the living room a little later in the week when I have the time. But really excited to have gotten that one. And, as far as other grail jerseys that are on my list, I do have a few Mitchell and Ness. I have the 94 Powder Blue Junior Seau. Chargers jersey would be one of those. I had so many chances to get that one. And, I talked about in one of the videos recently is how things become grails. And it's when you don't get things when you should. And they become grails. So that's a grail of mine. I would say the Washington Bullets Mitchell and Ness jerseys, any one of them really, preferably a red one. The away red, either if it's Bernard King or Rasheed Wallace or Chris Webber. Really doesn't matter to me. I just want to get one of them. And I would have to say the Roger Clemens Blue Jays would be another one. There's a few others there. Just the Pistol Pete New Orleans Jazz purple jersey would be on there too. And there are others. There's some that Mitchell and Ness made in recent years that I'd like to get. For one reason or another, I didn't get during the more recent sales, preferably because I found other things. The Chris Carter Vikings with the 40th anti-patch, that's one I want to get. There's a couple others for NBA. I'd like to get maybe the Mark Jackson Indiana Pacers Flojo jersey. Perhaps that Grant Hill, the teal Grant Hill. There are others. I'm not going to rattle off every single one, but there's definitely ones that I don't have now that I'd like to get. Some are grails, some are just ones I just like to get before they become grails. Trying to avoid the grail in some cases. There's also a couple batting practice jerseys that I'd like to get that Mitchell Ness has been making. One of them is the Darren Dalton Florida Marlins. Shout out to Hometown Fizz. I know he has that vintage Gary Sheffield Marlins jersey. Mitchell Ness just put out these a new crop of batting practice jerseys for this year, and the Marlins one just looks awesome. Just that old logo. It's got the teal and the there's just a lot going on that jersey, and either I get it on sale or I just pay the full price, $100 for it. It's not bad. It's a nice jersey to get. There's a few other batting practice on my hit list. I'm kind of debating whether I want to get that Johnny Bench, because I have a vintage Johnny Bench, but I might want to pick up the Mitchell and that. Oh, I know one. The home white Johnny Bench would be one, either if it's Mitchell and Ness or a custom job. I'd like to get that. I'd also like to get the '89 Ricky Henderson with the World Series patch, the Road Gray. That's one that I'd like to get. Mitchell and Ness hasn't made that, but I know there's a custom place that has it, so I want to get that, at some point. I was thinking about hockey. As far as hockey goes, I would like to get an old Mighty Ducks jersey, not from movies, but the actual Anaheim Mighty Ducks, either Paul Correa or Teemu Selanne. And I know Mitchell and Ness is making them. I don't know what color or when they'll make them, but I know they have it in the works. They want to make one at some point. And I also want to get an old San Jose Sharks jersey, from their first jerseys. When they started coming out, I want to get an Ola Nolan. More recent players mainly would be baseball. See, when I get a current player jersey, unless I can get like it real cheap, I'm not going to care too much. But if I'm going to spend some money on it, it is an investment, and I want to try to get players who are going to be on their team for a number of years. Unless it's just a jersey I just really like, more so for the jersey than the player. I'll pick it up. But I do see them as an investment, and we know players change teams a lot, right? So some of my favorite players that aren't Phillies right now, guys I call the core four, the non-Phillies core four. Well, Derek Jeter's on that list. Obviously, he's going to retire this year. But I have his 96 Mitchell Ness jersey, so the rookie jersey. And but the other three players that I really want to get, as far as current players go, that are on my core four, we got Mike Trout of the, speaking of, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. That's a jersey I definitely want to get. I want to get that alternate red Angels jersey. It's just such a sweet jersey. And of course, if I want to get a player who's going to be there a while. And Mike Trout's one of my favorite players. Has been since he's been in the league, because he's a local guy, from this area, kind of, across the river in New Jersey, but still a local guy. He's a diehard Philadelphia fan. Still, he's an Eagles fan. He goes to Eagles games and such. So I'd like to get his Angels jersey. Manny Machado is another one of my favorite players outside of the Phillies. Third baseman of the Baltimore Orioles. Great defensive player. He can really pick it at third, and he's a really good hitter too. I mean, he leads the league in extra base hits just about every year since he's come up. And really good young player, and I feel he'll be there a long time. And the Orioles this year, they have this awesome Annie patch on their jerseys. I think it's like the 60th or whatever it is. Just really cool. The Orioles have always put out nice commemorative patches, and this year it's no different. It's really cool, and I want to get the orange one, the alternate, I guess, home orange. I want to get that one in Machado. And Andrew McCutchen, Pittsburgh Pirates, Cutch 22, the captain of the Pirates. See, I wish baseball would do what they do in hockey. And, we're always about the extras on jerseys. Well, hockey, team captains, you have the captaincy on the jersey. And I know in baseball they had it for a few players. I know off the top of my head, like Sammy Sosa with the Cubs, Sweeney with the Royals, and most recently Veritek with the Red Sox had the C on the jersey. And, each team kind of has this maybe, identify, whatever team captain. And, of course, the Yankees, we all know, El Capitan, Derek Jeter. The Mets, it's Captain America, David Wright, right? If there was a captain on the Phillies, probably be Jimmy Rollins. And I like to think of, like, each team, I try to think who their captain would be, and for the Pirates, I gotta say Andrew McCutchen would be the captain. And I wish that they each had the C on the jersey. There's something really cool about that with hockey, and I wish baseball would do that too. Some teams did, but not all the teams do that, and I just think it would be awesome if they did. In like the font and color of the uniform or whatever, or for the name on the name of the team or something like that. I just think it would be cool, but what can we do? But anyhow, Andrew McCutchen would be another player that I want to get the authentic jersey. I'm kind of leaning towards either the black or the white. Either one I don't think I can go wrong with. I have a gray one, but it's not really an authentic jersey, so I want to get an authentic Andrew McCutchen. And that would be the one I'd want to get. Outside of that, I do know on MLB.com they have these like jerseys that you can have done up. They're custom jobs. And there's a couple other players in baseball that I'd like to get their jersey. And one of them, and I'm sorry to the Dodger fans there, but it's Paul Goldschmidt of the Diamondbacks. He's probably a guy that's going to be in the core four after Derek Jeter retires, because Derek Jeter's going into the Legends section for me. So now I have to have another core four outside of the Phillies, and it's going to be Paul Goldschmidt. Sorry to Dodger Nation, I know, or Giants Nation, or Padres Nation, but Rockies Nation. But yeah, I have to have Goldie in there. And besides, he has Schmidt in his name, and I'm a Phillies fan, so But anyhow, I want to get his gray jersey and Kipnis on the Indians. Young player just got signed, his contract extended. And the thing about the Indians is I love, love, love their road gray jerseys. They have some of the best, I think, in the league. It has that Cleveland in the front. It's got the Chief Wahoo on the patch and the name. Just really looks good. And if I were to pick an Indians jersey, it would be Kipnis, number 22. That would be the one because I feel he'll be there the longest. So, I'll be okay with getting that one. Pay a few extra shekels for some of these jerseys to get their authentics, because unless they go on sale. But if I'm going to do that, I want to get a player who's going to be there many years. So, Anyhow. Yes, so that is some of the jerseys I'd like to get. And I just came up with this literally just the other day. And this is something I'm pretty excited about. My favorite All-Star game in all sports is still the MLB All-Star game, the baseball All-Star game. There's just something always magical about that for some reason, besides the year it ended in a tie. It's always been a great game, pretty competitive for the most part, and everything associated is always cool, like the home run derby, and you have, the different venues that's in, you look at the history of the different teams. And I just think it's really cool. It's in the middle of the summer, it's the Midsummer Classic. Always really, means a lot. And of course, in more recent years, it's been a lot of Phillies involved because the Phillies have been a pretty good team. Well, last couple of years they've been okay, but obviously prior to that they had like 3 or 4 or 5 players in the All-Star game like every year. And the All-Star game, it's just a cool cool game. A lot of history, and some of my favorite jerseys that were big Grail jerseys of mine were the 1989 Mike Schmidt and Bo Jackson Mitchell & Ness jerseys. And of course for Mike Schmidt it was the road gray, and Bo it was the home white. And they're just that patch on the side from at the time the California Angels. It's just an awesome look. Awesome patch. I've always liked the patches on the jersey. Now they got the dual star going on the back. It's just really a cool, look as far as jerseys go. Yes, it is the team jersey, but there's some extras involved. So my goal from this year on is every year I want to get the All-Star jersey and hat for the team that's representing the game. So like this year, it's the Minnesota Twins. So my goal is at some point before the end of the baseball season, I want to get the Joe Mauer authentic Minnesota Twins jersey. It doesn't have to be the one from the game. It doesn't have to be the 2-star. It just has to be a jersey with that patch on there, with the All-Star patch. And the hat. The hat has to have the All-Star patch on there too. So it's going to be the jersey hat combo from the host team, picking one of their star players each year. And, of course, the Twins, hey, you can't go wrong with Mauer. He's going to be there for a while, right? So he's their captain. So I'm going to go with the Joe Mauer. And I'm probably going to go with the home white pinstripe Twins jersey. And it's got the patch. And I'll go with that navy blue Twins hat with the patch on the side. I'm not a big fan of this year's All-Star logo. It's very plain Jane. It's just... It doesn't really do much for me. It's kind of like it's got the silhouette of the state of Minnesota, just as like ASG. It's okay. Like last year, the Mets one was really nice. The Royals one was really cool. A couple years ago, the Arizona one, and the Angels. St. Louis had a nice one too. But it's like Minnesota. It's like they just we'll just do this. But anyhow. Be that as it may, I'm starting it this year, so I gotta get the jersey and hat. So I'm going with Joe Mauer. I'm gonna get the authentic Twins Joe Mauer jersey, and I'm gonna get the All-Star patched hat. I'm gonna get that the jersey with the All-Star game patch. And some years I might get the one from the game, like the one with the 2-star, because I know those go on sale like after the game. And some years I'll just get like the regular one that they wear year round. For instance, this year I'll probably just get the Mauer that you would see him wear today, unless. I might get the 2-star. I'll make that a game time decision year to year. But that's my goal. And I know next year it's in Cincinnati, so I got to kind of decide next year because either going to be Phillips or Votto or maybe Chapman or Bruce. I don't know, but it's going to be one of them, and I'll get their jersey. And I already have in mind what I want to get from last year. I want to get Harvey. And the jersey doesn't have to be the exact one they wore on the field unless I get the 2-star one. The 2-star in the back. That's the one they wore in the game. But this is like a regular season jersey. They wear the patch all year round. So that's just my goal, is get the host team jersey and hat if I can, year to year. And I do want to get last year's because I like the logo and all. I have that batting practice Dominic Brown Phillies one, but I would like to get a Harvey jersey with that patch. And I like their alternate blue home jerseys with the orange lettering. I think that's really nice. And it's on sale right now on MLB.com shop. So at some point, I'm going to pick up a Harvey jersey with the All-Star patch on the side. And he was like one of the youngest pitchers ever to start an All-Star game. And he was a rookie last year, and he started the game, pitched like an inning or two. And I did a little research. They wore the pinstripe home Mets jersey for that game. But I want the blue one because it just pops a little more. That's just me. But I'm going to get that. And like I said, for this year, I'm going to get Mauer. I'm going to get the hat. Probably, I don't know if I can even find the Mets one from last year. So if I can, I'm not going to worry about it. But I know I can get that Twins one. Like I said, next year it's in Cincinnati. Don't know where it is in 2016. I'd imagine it's in the American League somewhere. But so they easily do National American. But yeah. And of course, whenever it comes to Philly, that's going to be really cool. So this is Bank Park. But anyhow, there are my collecting goals. Grail pickups that I hope to get. I'm also going to have some pictures of some stuff here after the video, so you can see like Big Baby did with his video, so you can actually see some of those jerseys that I hope to get. And so yeah, like I said, my collecting goal. One of my collecting goals now is going to be all-star jerseys, like year to year. And I'm, just get the one a year for the host team. So here you go. This year's in Minnesota, even though I'm not a great fan of that logo, but still, hey, it's the All-Star Game jersey patch. I have to do it. But yeah, I'm gonna start this year and go year to year, and I'll probably like keep those jerseys separate, another closet or something like that, away from the other stuff, just so I can, over time, you can kind of see the progression. But anyhow, that is my reply to the video. Again, a big shout out to Big Baby for the challenge. Great challenge by him. It makes you think, about what you're hoping to get in the future, and that's my hopes. Some of my hopes, anyhow. You never know what the future may bring, but those are some of my hopes as far as future pickups. So shout out to him. As always, a shout out to all my other fellow Jersey heads, all the groups on Facebook, all my subscribers, family, friends, fellow DeviantArt members, anyone I'm forgetting. Also, I know I actually got a request the other day from in my video from Breatha, and he wanted me to make. He wondered if my buddy Mark, Flyers Mark Medora, and myself would make a video, together with pickups or showing jerseys or something. It's a very easy thing to do. We don't live that far away from one another. For one reason or another, we just never made a video together. But I think that's very doable, Rita, and I'm sure Mark would be interested in that too. So sometime we'll make a video together, showing some stuff. Maybe while we're out, at some mall or something or whatever, we'll make a video from there. And yeah, it definitely sounds like a great idea by you. I don't know why, Mark and I never thought about it until this point, but yeah, it's very doable, and we'll look into doing that in the near future. So anyhow, to everyone, shouts all going around, and I will see you in that next video. I'll have some images of some of the jerseys I'm hoping to get. Maybe I'll have some future pickup vids with some of these jerseys in the near future. You never know. So keep an eye out on the channel. And until the next one, again, this is MightyFan saying peace. I'll see you in the next video, which is going to be a big pickup video by me. Big Grail pickup vid coming up before the end of the week for sure. So stay tuned. All right, everyone. See you in the next one. Bye. I had a pop-up window I had to get rid of. I'll see you.